Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, ANITA FINLEY.
So, who will wear the crown? Well, that's a big secret. So, I'm talking to the executive director, who is Rose Tidus. And Rose is the founder of Miss Florida Senior Pageant. And we have a lot to tell you. So, Rose, I know that you're looking for more people. We only have until, I guess, June the 7th for contestants to register and fill everything out. So how are we doing so far?
Well, we're not doing too bad. We're looking for at least 10, and I believe we're at the point of 8, I believe. But we can go more than that. We can go up to 50, but we're looking for at least 10.
Okay. Well, let me just ask you something. So, are you going to be able to for how many people are able to come to see this, though? Aren't we into? I think we have almost 1,000 people that can come when it's held over at the Julius Littman Performing Arts Theater in North Miami Beach, and that's on August the 18th, right?
That's correct. Sunday, August the 18th at 3:00 p.m. at the Julius Littman Theater for the Performing Arts in North Miami Beach, of which North Miami Beach is one of our big sponsors. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course I was there last time. I was the judge, one of the judges, and hopefully I'll be there this time being a judge. I have to just tell you, I was just thrilled to see the women and how talented they are and how beautiful they are. And it's interesting that a lot of women are bashful about becoming a contestant, aren't they?
Some women have a history. We have a history of pageantry, and then there's those that are a complete novice. So to try and keep a fair ground, so to speak, we provide workshops on how to walk and how to dress, and we just don't leave you to your own imagination or your fears. We help you as much as we possibly can because it is a very professional production. So we not only want to look good, but we want you to look good as well as a contestant.
Right. I know you do, and you do so much with it. Well, tell us now, you see, you got into this because you were a contestant and won. So isn't that how you found out and why you're doing this?
Yes, I was Miss Senior Florida 2016, and at that particular time, the pageant was held in Vero Beach. Well, it had always been held in Vero Beach. And then after becoming the queen in 2016, I live in Miami-Dade County. This is a statewide pageant. So all of the ladies in the state of Florida, it is open to them. But then shortly after I became was the queen and represented the state of Florida in the National Miss Senior Miss Senior America, the opportunity opened for new management of the pageant, and I became it, so to speak. Right. So the first thing I did was moved it from Vero Beach and brought it to South Florida, where there's a little more flair and a little more diversity.
Yeah. No, this is you're so good at this too, but this is not like just any contest where you just show up, in either a bathing suit or you show up in a beautiful dress and it's over. You make this into something a lot more than this, don't you?
Yes, it's so inspiring. It's very exciting. It's very inspirational. It's very entertaining. And to sit there in the audience and be entertained and inspired by your peers, it's a wonderful thing. there are 4 categories in which the contestants are judged. There's the evening gown presentation, and then you have 35 seconds to give your philosophy of life, and then there's a 5-minute individual interview with the contestants, with the judges, and then there's talent. Now, the talent is not limited to singing or dancing. A lot of women, they hear, oh, well, I don't have a talent. Yes,
Right.
you do. Perhaps you're crafty. Perhaps you sew. Perhaps you're a comedian. Maybe you're a poet. Maybe you're a musician. There are a lot of things that you can do that, represent talent.
Yes, that's true. I saw that when I was there. Some of them, I know one person recited something that she had. That was a
Right.
beautiful thing, and they were so lovely. And I really have to say that you did such a great job, and I'm looking forward to this one. But let's try to promote people. If you're listening, and what do you have to be, 62 or 65?
60.
Okay, 60. Oh, that's even better. So if you're 60 years old, you can be 100. Anywhere from 60 to even over 100, whatever you want to do. And I know there's some very older women who are fabulous. So if you decide that you would like to be in the contest, and you only have to do one thing, you have to call, and I'm going to give you all that information. Why don't you go? I guess the most important thing would be to go to the website, which is MissSeniorFlorida.com, right?
Yes.
Now, is there a phone number that we can also give someone?
305-999-1817.
Okay, I'll repeat that as we go along. Because you may need to call them and make an arrangement, appointments to pick up things and to talk about it if you're a little shy. But you'll love Rose Tidus. That's TYDUS. Rose is quite a celebrity into her own right. She's been in politics, but she really loves what she does. And so if you should win, tell us what happens to the winner, Rose.
Well, the winner takes on the responsibility of representing the entire state of Florida at the National Miss Senior America in Atlantic City, which is a 39-year-old pageant. And it is wonderful. It is wonderful. There were, when I was in the pageant in 2016, I think there were 40 states that were represented. And you get an opportunity, and it's all paid for you to attend with a guest. And it's 6 days of just meeting new people, making new friends, just having. They have different activities for the contestants. It's just a wonderful, wonderful experience. But the best thing is that you will be representing the state. You will have the state of Florida, and you will be wearing the face of each and every senior in the state of Florida. That's quite an honor.
It really is. But I'd like to also share with people, this evening isn't just about the contest. You have a lot of entertainment. What do you have planned for the event?
Well, not only are the contestants entertaining, but we have this year with us the New Florida Follies. If you're not familiar with the New Florida Follies, they are ladies that are 60 years and older who are former June Taylor dancers, former Rockettes, professional dancers, and boy, do they put on a show. And they also have a showgirls troupe. And to see these seasoned ladies walking gracefully in all of these Vegas feathers, it's quite an experience. And then we also have Cookie Lopez, who is a world-renowned percussionist, and she's at least in her 70s. And boy, can she play those congos and all other percussion.
So she's going to be there with drums playing herself?
Yes.
That sounds good.
Yes. So it's a very, not only is it inspirational and inspiring and motivational, it's very, very entertaining. So if you don't want to be a contestant, you want to be a spectator, a part of the audience.
Okay, and what is the fee to come to this?
It's $25 in advance and $30 at the door. You can purchase tickets on our website, which is www.msseniorflorida.com. You can purchase the tickets online on our website.
Okay, so what we're saying is, first of all, if you're listening, I want you to consider, if you're 60 plus, being a contestant. I mean, your family will be so proud of you, and this is something that, who else gets to do this? I mean, this is very special. So that's the first thing. Then, if you can't, you don't want to, just plan on coming. And that's Sunday, August the 18th at 3 p.m., and it's over at the Julius Littman Performing Arts Center in North Miami Beach. It's a beautiful performing arts center, and you'll be entertained, as Rose Tidus was saying, with other things they have. But most importantly, there might be 10 contestants. There might be anywhere from 5 to 10, and each one makes a splash. Each one is more beautiful and more refined and just perfect. And it's quite diverse. They come in all shapes and sizes, and so and all colors. I mean, it's just beautiful to see them. You know, some are blonde, some are black-haired. I mean, they're terrific. Some have been in contests before, and some have never. I know as a judge, we did get to interview them before the event, and they were fascinating. Some of them had all these grandchildren, and they did this, they did that. So I loved it. It was really fun. And you'll be able to see it in Boomer Times and Senior Life. So when you get your copy, you'll see there's an ad in there for it. So the other thing to tell you, though, the deadline to become a contestant is June the 7th. So it's coming very close. All you have to do is just call. I'll give you that number again. It's 305-999-1817. Just call and say, listen, I'm thinking about it. And once Rose gets you on the phone, you're dead meat. She'll convince you.
Yes. There was, we had a contestant, was it last year or the year before last, was 93 years old.
No, I didn't. No, it wasn't last year.
No, you weren't. No. Yeah, then it was the year before that. And was she just fantastic? And then was it last, or was it that same year, we had a contestant that was 89, and she tap danced. Oh, wonderful. I think we still use her on our flyers, tap dancing. It's just, and that particular year before last, the winner, Miss Senior Florida 217, she was 85. Last year, the lady was in her 60s, I believe.
Right.
So there's a wide range of ages, of ages.
But they all, they're all different, and they're all lovely.
Yes.
And the judges themselves, do you remember who the judges are? There's someone from AARP, I think.
Yes, AARP is one of our sponsors, and yes, she was a judge.
And the 007. Is he going to do it again?
Oh, yes. We haven't gotten all of our judges together yet. But yes. Maybe you want to talk about him.
Oh, yeah. Well, we use him at our Boomer Expo, which is coming up in July. And he's been doing this for a long time, and he really does look so much like the real 007. And he's so gracious, and he's so nice. Yes. Isn't he?
Yes, and so handsome.
Right. No, it's true. No, he's very special, very special. And so we certainly recommended him, and he said, oh, I'd love to do this. He's so much about helping people, especially the seniors. He loves them. He's very nice about that. When he comes to our Boomer Expo, he certainly does do some, he's very friendly. And by the way, Rose Tidus will be there then now, of course, this is after the event. So, I don't. So, but I think you're still going to come to the Boomer Expo, and you're going to try to promote the event because it's in
Yes.
July and yours is in August, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so we'll do that, and of course, you can even promote it for the next year. You do this once a year, right?
Once a year.
Okay.
Yes.
So there might be some people who decide, well, I missed it, but maybe I can apply now.
Yes. Well, the national competition is once a year, so we this is all in preparation for the state of Florida's representation in the nationals.
Now, are you saying that every state has a Miss Senior of that state?
Not every state. There were 40, but not every state.
Well, that's a lot.
But that's a lot.
So someone, and where is it usually held? In Atlantic City?
It's always, yes, in Atlantic City, at the Regents Resort. Yes, very nice.
And so the person that wins from here goes there. And do you usually get a runner-up too? There's someone wins.
Yes, we have first through third runner-ups. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
and then we even have a Miss Entrepreneur, and there's the best talent, and there's the best gown, and it goes on and on.
I see, but in essence, there's a one winner, and then there's a runner-up, just in case, right?
Yes.
Have you ever heard or a winner couldn't make it, or something happened, and the runner-up became the winner?
Yes.
Really?
I've known that to happen. I've also known to happen that you have a time frame in which you have 35 seconds to give your philosophy of life, and you have 2 minutes and 45 seconds for your talent. And so we're very strict on the time. As you know, points are taken away if you go over that time. And so we've had some pageant winners that ordinarily would not have been, but because the winner lost points on going over time, someone else was selected.
So you're pretty strict.
Yeah, we're pretty strict, but different things happen, and people get excited, and they lose themselves in the fun of it all, I guess, and they just go over time. But there's a penalty with that.
I see. Well, I think the most important thing is that for someone who hasn't ever been in this world like that, I mean, that they've never been up on stage, and it's their chance, and here they are, a senior, and get all this information to be able to portray themselves differently. You can imagine they're probably invited all their condo friends, all their family members to see them. I mean, you're only looking at the most 10 people. Maybe it's 7 to 10 or something. And they are the star for that day.
Yes. And such an encouragement. You would be surprised the people that have told me, boy, I feel different about my growing older ever since I went to the pageant. It's just so uplifting.
That's right. And what do you think that what really, of all the times that you've seen this, I mean, yourself, is it the singing? Is it the dancing? What do people really love to see that contestant? I know some people don't have that talent, but there must be something that you think personally, because I know you're a singer and a dancer. So, I mean, you just know how it is when you're up there to do something.
Well, you know what? I think it's when the contestants, like I said, some of them have never been in a pageant before. And when they leave that pageant, they have such confidence, such self-esteem about themselves. They feel so much better about the whole aging process. That's what gets me so excited. It really does. Is they come one way and they leave another.
That's funny. They come one way and they leave another. Did it do that for you, Rose? I mean, you've been a pretty popular person. That's not something, maybe you haven't been in other beauty contests, but you've been in politics and So how did it do it for you?
Well, for me, I don't think I was as excited and passionate about my growing older as I am now. I didn't even have a desire to be in the pageant. I love to tell this story. My best girlfriend saw a little article, and I don't know in what publication, but anyway, she brought the article to me, and she said, "Rose, I want you to get involved." And I said, "Pageant? No, I don't have the time. I am a really very busy person." And I said, "I don't have the time." And then when I saw that it was Vero Beach, and I live in Miami-Dade County, I said, "Oh, I really don't have time to be going back and forth to Vero Beach." And she said to me, "Rose, we've been friends for 40 years, and I never told you this, but I have been living my life through you." Because she has been involved in everything that I do, very supportive.
Okay.
And she said, "Please, just do this for me." So what do you say? So I did it for her,
Oh,
and
my
the
goodness.
two of us were back and forth to Vero Beach. And then when I won, she went to Atlantic City with me because they said, you can bring a guest, bring your husband, all expenses are paid. And I said, "Well, I'm not married." "Well, you can bring a friend or a guest." So she went to Atlantic City with me and actually lived out the pageant.
Yes. Yes.
Through me. So but being involved in the pageant, the other ladies, after seeing them, especially on the national level, they were all different ages. They were all different talents, different personalities from different parts of the country, and they were just so vibrant. And it inspired me to write a song called. Well, anyway, I wrote a song.
So what's it called? Wait,
Vibrant, vigorous, and vivacious.
That's great.
As a matter of fact, that's the song that I sang
Ah.
in the pageant.
Oh.
And I won Best Talent. But it really didn't bring home real meaning until I won and was involved in the Nationals. It really, really hit home. It really did. So now I'm just so passionate about growing older gracefully, aging gracefully.
Right. So tell me who won nationally? Let's say last year, who won and what state were they from?
Do
you remember?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. And she's going to be here, a part of this pageant.
Oh, is she?
She's going to come. Yeah, she's going to come and she's going to do her talent. I'm just having a senior moment here.
Now, why?
I can't remember.
Why would she come here?
She's going to be in the pageant, and she's going to, after we speak a little bit about the national pageant, she's going to be introduced, and she's going to do her talent.
Well, that was pretty lucky to get her to do that. Does she go to all the places to do this?
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
So you were.
If you remember last year, the winner of the national, we were able to get her to come.
Yes, I do. I do remember that. She was lovely.
Yes. It's a wonderful production. It really is.
Well, and so you've really accomplished something great, and I'm so happy that this has happened, and you've brought it down to South Florida. Forget Vero Beach, and my guest is Rose Tidus, and she is actually the executive director for Miss Florida Senior. I'm sorry.
Miss Senior Florida.
Sorry, Miss. Right, that's right. Hold on, I'm just doing something here. Okay, so she's Miss Senior's just not. It wasn't written correctly here, so it's Miss Senior Florida, and let me just do this right here. So it's Miss Senior Florida and
the
pageant, right? Miss Senior Florida pageant. And what we want to do is give you the website. It's msseniorflorida.com. And if you want to buy your tickets, you can go there to missseniorflorida.com and buy them ahead of time. And they are $25 if you buy it ahead of time, and $30 if you get there and you just walk in. And also, you want to be very serious. You have until June the 7th to be able to apply to be a contestant. And as Rose said, you don't have to be a great singer or a great dancer. You can just be something. Maybe, something that maybe you could recite something beautiful, or you can some craft that you've done, and Rose will help you. If you're interested, Rose will figure something out for you. So you just make that phone call. And I'll give you that number again. So just get your pencils out. Remember, this is Pencil Talk Radio. And the phone number to call, is 305-999-1817. And thank you very much, Rose. It's just such a pleasure always to talk to you. And I'll be seeing you. When do we have to do something? Soon?
Not too soon. I'm gonna.
You'll let us know.
I'm gonna send you a letter.
Yeah, let us know. Okay, well, thank you very much for doing that. I hope you feel better, and I'll send you some information on that situation, too.
Okay, honey. Thank you.
Thanks, Rose. Bye.